watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can cough at the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Flag!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
All day, just like that, just like that. Check, 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 check. Easy. Motion to the backfield. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming, boy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards that time for number 19.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
First down, Winston. Lets it go for Nelson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 59. Ball try.
Easy. Let's get that ball right here. Check 59. Easy. 59. Mike to 59. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Let's go.
Now Winston on 4th down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tack McKinley, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jameis to throw it. Right side and taken in by Fulgham. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again with Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions nothing.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Winston. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Ryan. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston steps away to his left. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
In your face.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green, 17.
45 the mic, 45. Here we go.
Let's go.
Here's Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, check.
45, Mike.
Tommy.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 45 the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
3rd and long for Winston. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 is a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 65 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, flip it. Hey, let's get a conversion. I got it. Sponge. No.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. 11.
Now it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 3. Mike, wait. Mike 3. Zoom.
Here's Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
53 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Green, triple C.
From the 31, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, it's Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45, 45. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. What?
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
5 on the 50.
Check. 45 is the mark. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check Mike. Tommy. Check Mike 45. Easy.
45, 45. Mike, 40. Trump.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
45, 45, 45.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check. 40 got. 40 got. Hey, wahoo. 20 got. Get him. Hey, check Mike 45.
The Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Middle.
Here we go. 45, Mike, 45. Too little, Cupcake.
Zero. 45 to Mike.
Stafford on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check Mike 45. Stay with your man.
45. Easy.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Flip. D-line, get that. Come on.
45. Easy.
Mike 45. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Check 45 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch. Wait. 45 to Mike. Watch twist.
Now Winston on 4th down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Keep doing that.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
51.
After the sack on first down, Ryan, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
51, John! Check Michael. Hey, Charlie!
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 6
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. 59. 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check.
Sonny. I'm coming.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Jameis now on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Second and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Winston. Open man is Galladay, complete. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Switch.
Even. Easy. Hey. Sonic.
Third and long for Winston. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand? And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Freeman again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Falcons on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
That's it, baby. We gon' play.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
45. Hey, keep it up.
Here's Winston. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Winston to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Winston in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sonic.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Easy. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Easy. Hey. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's go.
Now Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.